Dork of the Week, we had some interesting candidates this week. We had yours truly for the column on Wander Franco. I certainly was a candidate and am a candidate, and in the eyes of many viewers and listeners, might be the guy. We also had ESPN for using over a 13-year period fake names that they submitted for Emmy Awards, and then they had to give the Emmys back. It was a whole to-do, as documented by The Athletic's Katie Strang, one of the great athletic stories ever. Okay, two candidates there, myself, ESPN, but we're going to go with one of my old employers and one of my good friends, MLB Network and Brian Kenny. Now, this is not a grudge kind of thing. Well, not against the network anyway. Brian, different story. And Brian and the MLB Network are Dorks of the Week because of their wonderful top 10 list as comprised by the Shredder. Now let's take a look at a tweet from a friend of mine, Jared Sandler, play-by-play man, studio host for the Texas Rangers, about the omission of Jonah Heim, World Series winning catcher, All-Star, Gold Glove winner from the top 10 catchers. Here is what Jared had to say. I'm sorry. Jonah Heim was the all-star catcher who won a Gold Glove, was one of the top offensive performing catchers, and helped lead a team to a World Series, and he isn't even on this list? Is this a joke? The list is comprised of Adley Rutschman, Will Smith, Sean Murphy, JT Realmuto, William Contreras, Wilson Contreras, Alejandro Kirk, Yainer Diaz, Cal Raleigh, and Gabriel Moreno. All fine players, but my goodness, Jonah Heim belongs somewhere in there, probably on or in the top 5. Now, when I was at MLB Network, many years, I often went back and forth with Mr. Brian Kenny, and the top 10 lists were occasionally subject to debate. And I would tell Brian I would ask Brian, who is the Shredder? Are you the Shredder? Where are we getting the Shredder from? And there was some kind of compilation of computer analysis, and Brian would always demand that if you had an opinion on a player, you had to give your objective methodology. Well, I would like to know the objective methodology that omitted Jonah Heim from the top 10 catchers. BK, you are welcome to address this at any time. And I'm taking this and using this opportunity to jab at BK because I know that I need a preemptive strike, because once the Hall of Fame vote is announced, he is going to assail, as he does every year, the voting members of the Baseball Writers Association of America, the people he calls the Brethren. BK, Dork of the Week, we're coming at you first.